Hi Pisces, welcome to your July reading. I already shuffled the cards, laid them out, read them, and now I'm going to tell you what I read. How do I put this? There's kind of definitely a lot of energy of like trying to get something done and productivity, right? An energy of productivity for sure, and then also of trying to leave an impression, trying to either leave an impression, make an impression, do something that's lasting, or draw something towards you, right? You're really trying to use what you got to get something, I guess. In July. Yeah, trying to get an effect, right? Trying to make an effect happen. I'm trying to attract somebody maybe, or just maybe attract a certain, present yourself in a certain way, right? Attract a certain type of perception of yourself. Could also be a theme, just anything having to do with really making an effect is what I'm getting. Making an effect with what you're doing and through your actions, and by sort of looking around you and paying attention to what's around you and kind of responding to those needs, to sort of get a positive reaction, right, is kind of your focus this month. Trying to make things happen. Yeah, and using your using your resources to do that, kind of really knowing where to fit things in, and having a good sense of responsiveness this month. Responsiveness and back and forth is what you're kind of dealing with, I think, or will be dealing with, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I just said that twice in a row. I'm gonna pick these up, shuffle them, and relay them down, and come back with some advice for you. I'll be right back. Okay, Pisces, I'm back with your advice spread. Usually these spreads are 8 cards, and I had to draw a million bazillion cards to figure out what the heck is going on, which seems sort of on theme with what the spread actually told me, of course, which is that you want to be mindful, I guess, of the type of impression that you're making, in that you may feel like you can just go out there, put a lot into it, and get it done, right? That you already have all the materials, all the tools. You're very confident in that, and that you can just go and make that impression that you want. And the cards are sort of asking you to be a little bit more, I guess, even creative than that, to sort of take it less like you already know how to do it, right? Approach it like you don't have all the information. Approach it like you're still going to need some of the information, and that way you'll be able to find some of the information, right? Oh, my dogs are barking. But why? The neighbor. Jeez. Okay, yeah, to sort of take everything individually, right? You want to kind of have an effect on things, but you have to sort of take those things for what they are, and pay attention to the things that you're trying to have an effect on, basically, and not just think that one size fits all kind of thing, right? To kind of cater to the element that you're trying to affect a little bit more, and to be a little bit more nuanced with your approach, I guess, and really kind of you know, still go for it. It's still saying to kind of go for it and to do that interacting that you want to do, but just to do it in a more individualized to your situation way, to each situation and the people that you're dealing with in that situation and all the elements that you're dealing with in whatever situations you've sort of come across this month, where you kind of feel like having an interaction and really kind of like getting into it, you know what I mean? To try to pay a lot of attention to what you're getting into and pay attention to all its moving parts and not just rely on your own sort of abilities. They're there, you know what I mean? But to take more advantage of the information that you're provided and the resources that you're provided and whatever that already exist within that situation or with that element that you're trying to kind of make an impression on, right? Tailor your approach. Yeah. This is a very large spread, so okay, that's that. Goodbye. I just also wanted to say about that reading, I feel like I might have missed a part of it, which is that there could also be a situation or a tendency for you to be affected, right? To be really highly affected also, and to also take those situations individually, right? Take the situations that are sort of drawing you in and affecting you and making an impression on you one by one, and don't think that just because it's a strong impression that you know is necessarily a positive thing, but to examine those things one by one and look at everything kind of one by one, both the situations that you want to be affecting and then also the situations that are really affecting you, right? And to not kind of take them all as a monolith, but to look at them one by one and deal with them one by one. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I just thought I might have missed that part. So yeah, okay. Goodbye again. Do I look high? No. I do look high.